Hey, this is the Nerdy Virgin. Wow, can't even. Blah, blah, blah. This is the Nerdy Virgin Show. There we go. How about that? You know, a professional would start over and make sure that it sounds correct. But I want to show you all the flaws. I want to show you the reality of when life is wrong and bad, and when life isn't working. I don't know why I'm turning into a 1980s villain on that. My name is Joshua Snyder. This is my show, The Nerdy Virgin Show. I was calling it The Nerdy Virgin Podcast. I'm now going to call it The Nerdy Virgin Show, trying to make it a bit more visual. Will we also include just the audio piece and throw it out there for all to see on Libsyn and on the podcasting stuff? Sure. But I also want to try to do this as a visual show. I'm making all these sketches that I'm posting every day on the YouTube's shorts and the TikTok and the Instagram. Why am I talking cutesy? Why am I doing that? The other thing I'm doing too is I'm holding my keys in my hand because they're tending to fall out of my pocket. So sometimes I'll take them out and I'll put them on the desk. Then I'll leave. I'll forget them. Somebody else will lock the door. I'll have to get the other key to unlock the door to get my keys. And all this because I've got that thing. Here's what's going on, guys. Here's what's going on. You heard it here first. The older I get, I accumulate items of interest that I put on my key ring. Other keys, a little flashlight I was just given to me recently. You can't say no to a key flashlight. I challenge you to say no to a key flashlight. And now, what was a few keys has become this giant ball of keys and knickknacks. And it's becoming a bit unwieldy. My pockets are straining to contain it. Now, the logical thing to do is to be mature about this, say to ourselves, do we really need this key flashlight? Do we really need this key? Do we really need that key? Can we, is it Marie Kondo, right? Remember that was a thing for 5 minutes 2 years ago? Can we clean all this up and bring this key ring back to something respectable? And I'm hesitating on that, but it's something I need to do. It is something I need to do. And here's the thing, too. I know I've been told that on these iPhones, supposedly, the camera on the screen side is getting better, just as good as the camera on the non-screen side. I don't trust it, so I'm still now recording this with the supposedly better cameras. And I just want to make sure that it's still recording. It is. It is still recording. And really the goal here is that every week, the way that I want this show to work is that I'm going to start by just kind of doing this, by just talking. I'm trying to open up vulnerably and emotionally, reveal the mask, pull away the artifice that is Joshua Snyder, and expose what is underneath. So I've been off of sugar, but I had a pizza yesterday. I'm still feeling great. The two great things that happened last week, I had a pizza yesterday. No cheese, so still, still sad, but a pizza nonetheless. Fantastic. And I also got one of those, I got a small track with a motor, very reasonably priced. I can attach my iPhone to it, and it's basically a motion control rig. So now when I have these toy models of the Starship Enterprise that I'm shooting for my sketches, the movement is much smoother. Compositing, still terrible, but the movement, much smoother. This is making me too happy. What should make me happy? Having a family. Being a responsible adult, not shooting terrible footage of a toy model of the Starship Enterprise that is not at all comparable to anything, but frankly, the worse it looks, the better I feel. And here's the other thing, too. I know the compositing looks awful. I don't care. I care more about the movement. I care more about the smoothness of the movement than the compositing. The compositing, whatever. Just thought I'd share that. Thought I would share that. It is my favorite time of year, though. I love the weather. It's called the June gloom, and I think I talked about this on one of the last podcasts I did. But I really am loving, because it's not too hot yet, and it's kind of cloudy, but it never rains. It's manageable, and it's just the nights are longer, more daylight hours. I like it. It's my favorite time of year. I'm, dare I say, less depressed this time of year in the June gloom. How ironic. How ironic. Here's the other thing. It's the June gloom, but it always comes in May. What's up with that? What's up with that? If it's one thing I care about in this monologue, it's being topical. But am I being vulnerable? Am I exposing who I really am to you? Are you seeing the inner Josh? Okay, so this happened. Continues to happen. Of all of the videos I've ever posted anywhere, the one that gets the most interaction is when I talk about having epididymitis, which is the infected tubes or the infected sac that I believe gently hugs the testicle. Epididymitis, ladies and gentlemen. I was diagnosed with it 20 years ago. They gave me antibiotics. And I'm not a doctor, by the way, so, I'm just telling you my story. Don't use this, by all means. They gave me antibiotics. The antibiotics helped, but it didn't completely go away. And I have since had, I think, pretty much every kind of test that you can have. I've had the ultrasound on the balls. Fun. I've had the cystoscopy. That's where they take the camera and they put it up the good old urethra. And what they're telling me now is that I have some kind of a pelvic floor issue and that I should be doing exercises. Specifically, what she told me to do is that when I go to take a poop, I should relax my whole body and actually say the word poop as I'm pooping. That's what I was told. I'm just going to grin and bear it. I can't do that. I don't care how, I could be in the Adirondacks with not a soul for thousands of miles in either direction. I cannot do that. Someone's going to hear it. Something is going to hear it. A coyote is going to hear it. And yes, does the coyote care? Probably not. The cold indifference of nature, whatever. On the off chance that the coyote's like, what is he doing? I can't. I will grin and bear it. I will grin and bear it. I suppose we should have a brief discussion about The Mandalorian and Grogu, which I have not seen yet, but I must confess to you that Grogu irritates me. I'm tired of, it's cute. Oh, it gets cute. Isn't it cute? Isn't the relationship cute? I'm sick of cute. I was never cute, so I hate all things that are cute. Am I the one with the problem? Of course. I'm tired of cute. You want to impress me? Do you want to impress me? I'll tell you what. Show me a Star Wars movie where they protect the socially awkward young Jedi apprentice. How about that? How about show me one where they protect the Jedi apprentice who's, not cute, but at the same time, like kind of just, the everyman. What about the everyman Jedi apprentice? What about it, I ask you? All right, I got that out of my system. I think things are okay with, Dad's doing okay. He's got a cold. I called him today. He's got a cold. And he's like, should I take a COVID test? And I'm like, yes, can't hurt. And then he said, well, this one's expired. What do you think? I think it's expired. That's what I think. I don't know what else you're going to get. I don't know. It's expired. You can order I would order a new one. He may or may not do it. I have a feeling he's going to go with the expired one. But other than that, we think it's just a regular cold. I think he's going to pull through a couple more days. Sure, it'll be fine. Can I tell you, though, full confession, he is in Colorado. I am in Los Angeles. We were on the phone. As soon as he said he was getting sick, my first thought, I hope I don't catch it. From the That's my brain. I don't know what your brain's doing, but that's what mine's doing. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? All right, here's some sketches. You startled me on the roof here. Would you mind? I'm staring out over the city, contemplating my future as Batman. Well, we're checking for a leak. Does it have to be right now? It's midnight. It's a pretty substantial leak. Fine, go ahead and check for the leak. I don't suppose you have one of your bat gadgets that could help us find the leak. I'm not using one of my bat gadgets to help you find your bat leak. Did you just call it a bat leak? You know what I mean, your leak. Never mind, I see somebody just smashed through that skylight. Any guess on who that might be? It was Catwoman. We've got to track the Penguin's movements, Alfred. Not today, sir. I need to clean the dining room. This is so much more important than that, but on the other hand, I do have that date tonight. I really want to eat in the dining room. If only there were room in the budget to hire more than one butler. You know what, yeah, clean the dining room, then we'll handle the Penguin. I thought the threat was imminent. He's got to train 150 penguins to shoot missiles off their backs. It's going to take him a few weeks. Picard was just not that impressed with the Nexus. That is why he's my hero. To look paradise in the face and go, That's why he's the best person to go out to dinner with. Really? How so? He's not that impressed with anything. He's not that disappointed with anything. His favorite restaurant closes. It's no big deal. We go somewhere else. Pike will fall into a weeks-long depression if the restaurant that he wants isn't available. Mon Mothma. Excuse me, Mon Mothma? Yes? How can I help you? Were you just saying your name alone over and over again in your office? Not at all, Mon Mothma. Here are the reports on Imperial troop movements. Mon Mothma thanks you. I just want to let you know it's okay to enjoy your name. We all say it when you're not around. You do, Mon Mothma? It's a fun name. Oh, birth class. Sir, Starbase 5 is under attack. Pass. But sir, we're the only ship in the quadrant. We're the only Oberth class starship in the quadrant. Trust me, they don't want our help. Help us, we're under attack. Yeah, I mean, we're an Oberth class ship, so we... Oberth class? Never mind. You're just getting in the way. What did I tell you? Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. I'm chairman of the board. The board has a new chairman. It's me. Hey, guys, this is a WeWork space. You're sharing this space with a lot of other people. We're just trying to work here. Can you maybe take this outside? I am so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We'll keep it down. I'm gonna take this company in a new direction. You can't do that to me. I built this company from the ground up. I appreciate that you've lowered your voices, but it's still really kind of awkward. I am so sorry. We'll just text each other. Still annoying, everybody. Still annoying. Captain's log, stardate 265, mark 812. I'm tired of these primary colored shirts. I don't want to be yellow. I'm the captain, and I'm yellow. I would rather be blue. Blue's my favorite color, but that has to go to the science people and the doctors. You know, I need to get in on the meeting where they decide what the colors are. I'm told like they do it every February, and I'm always in deep space when they're doing this. Can we please, for once, make blue the color for the captains? Please. So there's another alien on the ship who everyone finds attractive, and she's taking over. Well, why didn't you tell me sooner? We'll get Roxnox. Who's Roxnox? Oh, it's this other alien we found. It's amazing. Well, anytime he walks into a room, just totally ruins the mood. Really? Hey, Roxnox, we need your help. Hey! Wow, I already see it. I know lettuce should be steamed, but I prefer boiling it. I've been promoted to assistant moth. Does that mean you get a cape yet? No, I don't get a cape yet. You'd think once you're in the world of moths, you'd get a cape. I don't know, man. The directors get capes. Directors get capes. Why don't the assistant moths get capes? For the amount of overseeing that I do, I deserve a cape. The assistants should get capes. It's not like I'm asking for a robe. You would never ask for a robe. You're very humble. Just humble assistant moth. Could you request a Pasmina? I'm not sure I want to open that door. Have you noticed that warp speed's not so pretty anymore? Yeah, right around the time of the V'ger incident, whenever a ship would go to warp, it looked amazing, and then it just kind of fell off. Yeah, it became just a rainbow, which, don't get me wrong, is snappy, but it lacks a bit of the grandeur. I miss the distortion and the tunnel thing. Yeah, I like the tunnel thing. They probably had to put in new filters. Oh yeah, those unfiltered nacelles, it's very unhealthy, but it looks cool. The whales are complaining again. I know it's great that Captain Kirk saved them and brought them back, and they talked to the probe and things, but that they are really high maintenance. Do you think it's all whales or just these whales? What do they want now? I guess we showed them the movie Highlander. Now they want to see all the other sequels. Which version of Highlander 2 should we show them? The humane thing to do would be to show them both. The original version, as eccentric as it is a major departure from the mythos of the franchise. And yet the Renegade version, which hews closer to the continuity, feels somehow lesser than. We'll show them both. Let them decide. They're going to ask to watch all the versions of Dune. You know this. We just saw an image of the Romulans. They look exactly like Vulcans. It is conceivable that an offshoot of my people exists. Guys, you ever notice how everything in this galaxy looks exactly the same? Humans, Romulans, Klingons. It's just the only difference, some of us wear togas and some of us don't. Because the Vulcans look like the Romulans. I don't trust you, Vulcan. He looks just like you. We all look like this. There are humans who have ears that are kind of like that. My grandfather had ears that are kind of like that. That's ridiculous. We're totally different species. How can all these totally different species shop at the same Ross Dress for less? Captain's log supplemental. I'm not taking the tiny phaser, I'm taking the big phaser. Who takes the tiny phaser? Captain's log, stardate 265, mark 428. Is anybody reading these logs? I don't think anyone's reading these logs. I have yet to have anyone from Starfleet say, hey, you know, I was reading your log about that thing that happened over there on Ultimate 2. That never happens. I've been doing this for years, and nothing. And there's also a thing, I can't even publish these. Welcome to the Space Dock Lounge. How many in your party? Just the two of us. Can we be sat where we can watch starships come in and judge their battle damage? The battle damage assessment booth, right this way. Oh, look at that. Like, I've seen worse, but you can totally tell that they tried to paint over it. Oh, yeah, this is, they're gonna put it in the mothballs. Ooh. We're landing in the wrong shuttle bay. We're on the wrong side of the thing, that's what you're saying? I mean, it's round, there really is no side per se. We're on the wrong side of the Death Star. I'm so sorry, Emperor. It's just, I can't ever tell which side. Gotta look for the dish thing, and then like down, and then to the left. That's mine. That's my bad. To go all the way around. It's gonna take another hour. Why should we? I mean, I'm the Emperor, right? Like, we should just land wherever we land, and the Death Star should adjust, right? I mean, you are the Emperor, yeah. You know what? Let's just land in the right shuttle bay, because I don't want to throw him off. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dun-dun. Finally, we will destroy the rebellion with one swift stroke. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt this, but your Death Star is messing with our planet's tides. Oh no, I am so sorry about that. Yeah, like 50-foot waves over here. It's kind of not good. I keep forgetting it's a moon, you know? It really is a moon. Do you have an ETA on when you could maybe move it out of our gravitational... Yeah, hang on. Clint, yeah, move it. We got to move out of the planet's way. Yeah, give us like a day. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I need to get a new radar dish for the Millennium Falcon. The other one was sheared off when we were blowing up the Death Star. Yeah, there's the selection of radar dishes right over there. I just need a circular dish. Yeah, they don't make those anymore. They don't make circular radar dishes anymore. Yeah, it's just kind of rectangular ones now. Well, this looks awful. This is not what I want. I want a circular radar dish. I mean, you can send the company an email if you want, but that's all we have. I'm sorry. What if I could get Luke Skywalker to use the Force to make a circular radar dish? If he could do that, I'd hire him right here. Captain's log, stardate 265.284. I don't care about going to warp. I've never cared about going to warp, but I gotta sit there and pretend like I'm amazed that we're going to warp every single time. I just don't care. It's the 23rd century equivalent of just going to the freeway on-ramp.